Welcome, I'm Velanique and thank you for joining me today. In today's video, we are off to see my esthetician, Jayde. I have decided at long last to take care of the sun damage that is on my face, and she's going to zap them off for me. So I thought it would be a good idea to take you with me and you can see what the process is if this is something that you have been thinking about doing yourself. Let's go and see what Jayde has got to say. Okay, so here we are. I'm sitting in Jayde's rooms, and the last time I sat with Jayde, or at least showed you who Jayde is, I was very rude and did not introduce Jayde to you. I just wanted to get in there. We were those needles and get zapping. So what I want to do is I want to introduce you to Jayde. Jayde is actually the owner of the Blush Hair and Beauty. Well, her and Robin, they own the brand. And Jayde, tell me a little bit about you, what your qualifications are, how long have you been doing this?
So I have been doing this now for about 6, almost going on 7 years. And prior to that, I worked for a medical aesthetic company where I was with Radiant Healthcare for 6.5 years. And prior to that, I was studying. And so my qualification is actually somatology. I am a somatologist with a keen interest in aesthetics. I think obviously repping for Radiant Healthcare, I was absolutely blown away by just what you can do when you're working with equipment and you are going more, just moving away from the beauty side of things and actually going more into aesthetics, because you can really do so much more. So that was basically where this all started. Is I always had a love for beauty. The goal was always to have my own business, and so just as time went on, I got exposed to what this industry is all about, and that was where this love for having my own business started. And I just decided, you know what, there's no right time to start a business, start it. And that's where it all happened.
So the process when I first came to see you was to get rid of the sun damage. And for the last year we've been doing peels. Tell me a little bit about the peels that you've been doing on my skin.
We have been doing a range of mandelic peels, we've been doing a range of lactic acid peels and beta hydroxy peels, depending on the concern. And the peels are there specifically to sort out pigmentation, which is our main concern, anti-aging, which is phenomenal, reducing pore size, and just keeping breakouts at bay, which can happen hormonally, even when we're in our 40s, 50s. As we age and as we go through the cycles of life, we are going to have those open pores. It's just naturally what's going to happen with our skin. We are going to have a little bit of congestion. We are exposed to pollution. We're exposed to just dirt and grime, and we need to make sure that we look after that skin as best as we possibly can. So chemical peels hit all those little boxes as well, where we can target specific concerns without it causing too much damage to the skin. What a peel does is it's there specifically to remove the layers of skin superficially so we can really get to the good skin underneath and treat that. And specifically with the pigmentation, we're wanting to break it up. And that's what we've been consistently doing for about a year now. We've been breaking this pigmentation up, so instead of it being almost like a solid pigmentation mark, it's now very vast and broad spread. And there's 2 little spots that we are, they're quite stubborn.
More than 2. I was saying there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So just little concentrated spots that are a little bit stubborn, and we've decided to move away from the peels. We still use them as obviously our maintenance, but I think it's time for us to do maybe a little bit of an in-depth treatment where we just target them specifically.
We are going to now take care of these stubborn guys, and I said in my introduction that we are going to be zapping them, which I don't know if it's the right terminology. So
yes.
What are we going to do with these friends?
Okay, so these little friends are going to go today. We're going to be working with this little plasmatic device, and what this does is it emits energy through this device to this little tip over here. Work very, very superficially, and because it's tiny little concentrated spots, we're literally going to just hang this tip over the skin And what it's going to do is it's going to create a little bit of heat.
Okay.
And that heat is going to almost create that current, and that's what's going to ablate the epidermal surface.
Okay.
So it is so concentrated. It is, yes, you're going to feel heat, and we can numb the skin, but because it's so quick, numbing is 20 minutes before it really activates. This is going to take maybe 5-10 minutes. It's quick. It's quick. You'll be amazed at how quickly you can remove that pigmentation spot. You just lightly ablate it and you just rub it away, and then it's all up to you with how you need to heal, my friend.
Yes.
So that's the most important, is we can do our job here, but when you go home, you need to look after it.
Yeah.
So for the next couple of days, your 4 to 5 day mark, you really need to just cover it up with a little bit of Bactroban.
Okay.
Really important. And you can get Bactroban from Clicks, from Dischem, or you can even get the generic, which is Superaban.
Okay.
Very similar, and all it does is it just prevents any bacterial infection,
Okay,
because remember, your skin is open now.
Yeah.
So you really do need to look after it, and you're just going to pop it onto those spots, and then what's going to happen is a little scab is going to form.
All right.
And it's going to be a little bit red, it's going to itch as it starts to heal.
Mm-hmm.
Totally normal, but in about 7 days time, those little spots should look absolutely normal, and that pigmentation should be gone.
Oh, fantastic.
Okay, and then I would like to see you in about 4 to 5 weeks time, where we continue doing our maintenance with our chemical peels.
Perfect.
But we'll address that and see how your skin is healed beautifully.
Excellent.
Okay,
Awesome.
are you
I'm
ready?
excited. Let's get started.
Okay, perfect. Clean the skin with a little bit of an alcohol swab,
Okay, perfect.
just so that we don't have any makeup, dirt, any creams, anything like that. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to specifically target this one over here.
Yeah.
There's a little spot over here.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on.
No, that's from
No?
our last
Okay.
session.
Oh, really?
It's a war wound.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So we'll leave that one.
Leave that
That
one.
one is perfectly fine. So we're going to work on this one over here. We're going to target this one over here. And this one by your nose has always been a little bit of a...
Oh, that one drives
Yes.
me mad.
So what I want to ask you, are you still wearing glasses, or are you just using contacts for now? Because
I'm
it's in a
wearing-
bit of an awkward position.
Yes, I'm wearing contacts for now, so I'll just wear the contacts.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. You just close eyes. All right. Okay, so we're just going to do those 3 for today.
Awesome. It's strange, it's just the one side.
Yeah, it is, hey?
Very weird.
Okay. Perfect. I'm going to just clean this tip.
Okay, perfect.
This tip is 100% sterile. Remember, when we emit the energy, there's about 72 degrees Celsius at the end of this, and that
Okay.
kills anything.
All right.
So we don't need to worry about that, but we just use a little bit of an alcohol swab just to make sure that it's perfectly fine. We're going to just pop some cotton pads on the eyes. Are you okay?
All good?
Perfect. You feel anything? It's
Ah,
very light.
very
We're
light.
only on 2, okay?
Okay, I can feel it. I can feel something though. It does feel a bit warm.
Okay, so warmth is exactly what we want. So you can see that the skin starts, I don't know if you can get that, Shanique, how it starts to almost change color, and you can start to smell what's happening.
Oh, that doesn't smell nice at all.
No, it's really not pleasant. Can you see how we almost ablate very superficially? Are you getting that, Shanique?
I can hear it.
Okay, how was that next?
Yeah, fine. It feels like a deep scratch.
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to just work with a little bit of water, and I'm going to just clean that surface. Let's see how much further we need to go. Okay. And there we go. That is pretty much done.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy cow. Wow. Holy cow.
You see it? And you don't. Expect just a little heat sensation. You okay?
Yeah, all good.
So can you see how controlled it is? This is exactly what we like. It's not something where you can create too much damage. It's very, very superficial. Okay.
So that tip is not touching my skin at all.
No, we just hang it just over that
Yes.
skin, and the current between the tip and the actual skin is what's creating that heat, and that is what we are ablating the skin with.
That's fantastic. It's so quick.
I know, it's quick. Okay, I'm going to go on the forehead over here. A little spot, just ever so gently. Okay, that one's gone. I'm going to do a little spot over here again. It's amazing when you start working, you start seeing more. Let's just do that one. Let's just do that one.
I'm going to walk out here looking like I left it just now. Oh gosh. Oh dear.
Okay, next. Now you've kind of felt the sensation. So this one might be a little bit sensitive, just because it is in a very awkward space.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna get you to just relax, and so we start. You okay?
Yeah, fine. Okay, that one was tender, but it's not.
Okay.
It's not unbearable.
So you'll find that in certain areas it definitely isn't great.
Yeah.
But you know, if you are one of those that just hate pain, then we'll rather just numb you.
Yes,
you know.
Yeah. Well, if that option is there, then people know.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, perfect.
Okay, I'm gonna just do the nose again, just very gently.
Okay.
You okay?
Yeah, all good.
So I'm happy with this one.
Perfect.
So what's left is like these little red spots.
Yeah.
Which is basically just this top layer of the epidermal surface that is being ablated.
Yeah.
Now it's all about healing.
Okay.
So that skin just now needs to heal.
Yeah.
And let me show you in a mirror with what we're looking at. Okay, cool. Okay, so a little bit of blood coming through there, but you can see how red we are. So very superficial, and all we do is we're going to pop our Bactroban over that, over that.
Perfect.
And we're going to just let it heal. There's a little one up here as well that I've done.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
All right, awesome.
So a little bit of swelling can set in now, obviously because it's edema.
Which makes sense,
The skin is obviously a little bit of damage or trauma has been done to the skin. So edema is normal.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Perfect.
As quick as that. So very superficial, just ablating that surface.
Yes.
It now needs to heal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Most importantly, sunblock.
Yes.
Okay, so your Bactroban, try and avoid being in the sun now for quite some time.
Yeah.
I would say about a week.
All right.
Just avoid the sun, and then every morning put your Bactroban on, and then put your sunblock on.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
And makeup?
Makeup you can do, but you'll find that when it starts to heal, you kind of want to work around it because it doesn't look nice having makeup in the scalp.
No, it's true.
Okay,
perfect. Awesome.
Perfect.
Sure. Bye-bye, friends.
Yay.
We've
been wanting to do this for quite some time now.
Very long time. Yes.
So I'm glad. Okay, so good.
Awesome.
That's it.
Done.
Okay, so from a scale of 1 to 10, actually in terms of pain, what did you think?
It's very doable. It's not excruciating. I'd say maybe a 4 out of 10. The one up against my bone was a little bit sore, but in terms of like if I had to say between that and a tattoo, I'd say a tattoo is more painful.
Okay.
So
not so bad.
No, not bad at all.
And it's so quick because it's so concentrated.
That's
so,
the thing,
You know, as we get older, we start to see that these little brown spots kind of surface, and they just say, "Hi, I'm here."
Yeah.
And it's just quite a nice way of sorting them out quite quickly.
Yes.
Because we've taken that approach now where we've tried over the last year, and although we've really helped the pigmentation all around, we just have these little stubborn
guys. Yeah. Perfect.
So this one's going to ooze a little bit.
Yeah.
Just take a little bit of a tissue and just dab it as it does that. And then you're going to go tick Sildiscum, and you're going to go get your Bactroban.
Yeah, I'm going to go do that right now. So I'm going to go to Starbucks first.
Of course, Nikki, and you Starbucks. Right, and that is it. Done and dusted.
Awesome.
Okay, well, there we go. So that is my process done, and you can see the skin does look a little bit raw. Pain level is marginal, it's not bad at all, and as Jade said, it really is just the top layer of skin that has been removed, and there should not be any scarring at all. So I'm off now to go and get some Bactroban and a nice cup of coffee, and I will keep you appraised of the healing process, and yeah, I will see you tomorrow morning. Day 1 check-in. You can see that the little wounds have scabbed over, at least some of them. this one and this one. I think that's where Jayde went the deepest in taking that skin layer off. A little bit of swelling around that area over there. But yeah, there we go. Day 1 done and dusted. Good morning, it's day 5, and I must say I'm quite excited to see what my skin is looking like. You can have a look and see that the scabs have actually fallen off. They fell off yesterday, last night I'd say. So the skin that is left is quite pink, and that is quite exciting to see that there's new skin. And yeah, so I will carry on looking after these little spots with some Batraban, which is the antibacterial cream that Jayde told me to get, as well as the sunscreen, which I am using every day. I'll check in with you again in a couple of days and let's see how these little spots have lightened even more. Today is 2 weeks since I had my treatment to take care of my age spots, and you can see that they have lightened quite considerably. There still is definitely some pinkness, but I'm quite excited with the results. Obviously, the older we are, the longer our bodies take to heal, but I'm really happy. My skin is very smooth, and I'm really hoping that these are going to fade with some time. I'm 11.5 weeks in from having my little procedure done, and as you can see, my skin is actually looking really lovely. On my forehead, you cannot see any of the marks anymore. The little mark on the inner corner of my eye is very, very faint. You can see that still, and you can still see on the side of my face that mark is quite faint. So almost 3 months of healing, and I would imagine in another month's time these marks will be completely gone. For me, my body has taken a little bit longer to heal than most. Jayde says usually within a month and a half, the marks are pretty much gone. But I am a little bit more mature and the body does take a little bit longer to heal. Would I do this again? Absolutely. I think, well, we know that age spots take forever and ever to form. They're formed when we are young, and by the time we reach this phase of life, this is when they come up to the surface. So I could carry on doing peels for the next 2-3 years and I probably would still have the age spots. So I think it is definitely something I would recommend. I will say, as you can see and as you have seen, the healing process takes time. It's different for every person, but this has been my journey and I'm happy with the decision I made. That is it from me for today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, won't you give me a thumbs up? And if you haven't already, please subscribe. It would be so awesome to have you as part of the family. I will catch you in the next one. Bye.